Hello everyone. In today's video, we're going to talk about what is the best Medicare supplement company out there. So yeah, I'm super excited. So the first thing I want to talk about is Original Medicare really quick, because why would you even need a Medicare supplement? Let's talk about why you even need to consider a Medicare supplement. So Original Medicare covers 80% of your coverage. So you have two parts of Medicare. You have your Medicare Part A, which is your hospital coverage. You have your Medicare Part B, which is your medical coverage. Like I said, Medicare covers 80%, leaving you behind 20%. And 20% can be a lot because there's no cap. There is no max out of pocket or anything like that. No protection when it comes to that 20%. So it's very important to consider a Medicare supplement plan, also known as a Medigap, because the Medicare supplement actually pays the 20% that Original Medicare leaves behind. So let's get right into today's video. So the first factor that you want to consider when you're looking at a Medicare supplement plan is to know and understand that all of the Medicare supplement plans are standardized, meaning that they all cover the same thing. They're categorized by different letters. So you have Medicare Supplement Plan G, you have Medicare Supplement Plan N, you have Medicare Supplement Plan F. However, Plan F is no longer available for those turning 65 after January the 1st, 2020. So Plan G and Plan N is the most comprehensive plan right now, right? So with a Medicare Supplement Plan G, you don't have any copays, you don't have to worry about excess charges. With a Plan N, however, there are excess charges, meaning that the doctor can charge more, up to 15% more than Original Medicare, and you have to pay that extra out of pocket. And a Supplement Plan N has copays as well, up to $50 for the ER visit and up to $20 for a doctor visit. So like I said, in this video, we're just going to focus on how do you know what is the best Medicare supplement plan company out there. So yeah. Okay, so we talked about that these Medicare supplement plans are standardized, meaning they're all the same thing, right? They cover the same thing. So the only difference is the prices, the monthly premium that a Medicare supplement costs to obtain this supplement, right? So there's different insurance carriers, different companies that offer these Medicare supplement. And like I said, the only difference is the price. So it's very important not to get on a Medicare supplement plan that has the lowest rate. The only reason that it's the lowest rate, why? Is because that company can increase the rates. All of the companies are going to increase the rates, okay? So it's very important to work with an independent broker that understand the market and understand these different carriers and understand the carrier history, how stable they're in the market, how long they've been in the market, and the history of their rate increases, okay, year after year. You don't want to get with a brand new company that just launched, right? They're new to the market. They start you off at a very low rate, and years down the line, the rates are unbearable. You cannot afford it, because what happened is you can move on to another supplement. However, you will have to go through underwriting. When you're first eligible to get on Medicare, the first 6 months, there's no underwriting questions when it comes to a Medicare supplement. But years down the line, if you want to change your insurance plan, you have to go through underwriting in most states. And if you say yes to some of these health questions, then you would not be able to change your plan. Health questions such as diabetes with complications, Parkinson's disease, dementia. So yeah, it's very important to look at your family history, look at your health history, and determine what Medicare supplement plan you want to enroll in. Because like I said, some of these companies will increase the rates to an unbearable rate, and you will be stuck with that company if you cannot pass underwriting to move along to another company. So it's very important to really understand the market. And how do you understand the market? Is by working with an independent broker that understands the market, have them on your side, okay? Alrighty, so we talked about how these supplement plans are standardized, and it's very important not to just go with the cheapest rates. So let's talk about how the rate increases actually work, okay? So not all of the companies will use these rate systems. Some will, some won't. That's why, like I said, it's very important to work with a broker that understands these insurance carriers and understand the rate increases in your area. So let's get right into it and talk about the different rate increase techniques that the insurance companies can use. The first one is called area factoring. So this means that a company can base their rates based on a particular location. For an example, Florida. Florida is definitely one of the highest rates when it comes to Medicare supplement plans. Why is that? Because a lot of Medicare beneficiaries retire here in Florida. I say here in Florida because I'm located here in Florida. So our rates are a little higher in general. Just the monthly premium to start out with a Medicare supplement plan costs at least $100 more than other areas in the U.S. Florida is just higher because of the fact that they know that most of Medicare beneficiaries live here in the state of Florida. So of course our rates are going to be higher than other states in the area. So like I said, this is called area factoring, where they could factor in your zip code, your location, and they can use that for your initial rate and rate increases as well. So let's talk about just general reasons why a rate can be determined or be increased. It could be your age, your sex, and your demographic, which we kind of talk about area factoring. So all of this has a factor into your monthly rates, okay? So yeah, it's very important to know that, you know, this is things that you should consider when it comes to choosing a Medicare supplement plan. Another thing you want to consider is how long has this insurance carrier been in the market? Have they been in the market for 30, 40 years? Have they been around? Are they stable? Are they financially stable in the market? Okay. Are they in trouble? Are they in some kind of financial risk? So that's very important. And if they're not stable, of course, your rates would be higher to stabilize their financial situation. If they're stable in the market, they have a lot of Medicare beneficiaries on their plans, then most likely they'll be a lot stable and they could keep their rates at a very steady rate increase pace and, you know, keep their rates reasonable, okay? So that's very important to consider as well. How long has this company been in the market? Are they A-rated, okay? That's very important to look into as well. So it's very important to understand, like I said, the rating of these companies. Are they A+? Are they A-? Are they a B rating? It's very important to understand this because you want to know the financial stability of these carriers, right? Because if they're pretty stable in the market, they have a lot of market share, meaning they have a lot of Medicare beneficiaries on their supplement plans, then there's no need for them to actually, you know, increase the rates. Of course, no one knows the future when it comes to these companies, but I would rather have a Medicare supplement plan with a company that is stable in the market, have most of the market share or a lot of the market share when it comes to Medicare beneficiaries, and are financially stable. That will help you determine whether you have a rate increase because that insurance carrier or company is in financial trouble. Please take a moment to like this video. Give it a big thumbs up if you are enjoying the content. It really helps others to find this video and it helps the channel a lot. Thank you so much. Moving along. Let's talk about community rated. So this particular rate increase or just the rate in general can be based on your community where you live. Very similar to area factoring. So this is not based on age at all. It's just based on your zip code and where you live. So some of these companies can have a particular rate just because of the community, the area where you live in. Another way for these companies to increase the rates or have the initial rate is called issue age rated. So this means that the younger that you start on these Medicare supplement plans, the cheaper the plan would be. This is for individuals turning 65, right? So if you're 65 years old and you're pretty young, that's going to be based on your monthly premium, and your monthly premium would be a lot lower versus if you got on this supplement plan when you turn 70. Of course, it would be much higher because you're older. Now, I do want to point that if you're under the age of 65, you can get on a Medicare supplement. Say you got on Medicare because of a disability, you can get on a Medicare supplement under the age of 65. However, the Medicare supplement plan will be a lot more expensive. I'm talking $500 to $700 a month for a Medicare supplement if you're under the age of 65. Why is that? Because they know that you are sick, you have a disability. They know that you're going to use the plan a lot more often. So under age 65, folks with a disability, most likely your Medicare supplement plan would be very expensive. However, when you turn 65, then the rate that you actually pay would be for an individual turning 65, because remember, there's no underwriting health questions. So you do get a new open enrollment period when you turn 65, and you have that 6-month window just like everyone else. So that's very important to take note if you are under the age of 65 and you have Medicare as well. Let's talk about an Attain-Age Rate. So this rate will be based on your age that you enrolled in the Medicare supplement plan, and it will increase as you age. So some of these insurance carriers will base their premiums based on this factor. Like I said, it will be based on the age, and it will increase as you age as well. Another reason why insurance carrier can increase their rate or have a higher rate is because of inflation and increased use of claims, right? So if there's inflation going on, like right now, things are very expensive right now, right? So insurance carriers can increase their rates due to inflation and increased number of claims as well, okay? And this goes back to the financial risk that these insurance companies are taking. And yeah, so it's very important to understand that sometimes these insurance carriers can increase your rates twice within a year due to inflation and the increased amount of individuals that are having claims. So yeah, another reason, and I did touch base on this a little bit as well, is the company's financial health, okay? If that company is not doing well, they could even pull out of the market or increase their rates, okay? So that's why it's very important to work with a broker, like I said, that understand the market, understand these insurance carrier history rates. So like I said, if the company is in financial trouble, then that is a reason why they can increase your rate as well, or just have higher premiums across the board. And of course, you have your annual rate adjustments. Like I said, year after year, these insurance companies will increase the rates year after year. So it's very important, like I said before, I know I've said this several times in this video, but it's very important to go with the insurance company that is stable and has a history of their rate increases in the market. So what is the best Medicare supplement plan? So of course we cannot tell the future. There's no crystal ball, right? So it's very important, like I said, to work with a broker that understands the market, because the best plan is going to be with a company that is stable in the market, has stable rate increases. That would be the company that I recommend. I cannot say it's going to be this company or that company. It really is based on your particular area and how that company history is. We have all of that information. We have access to the carriers, and this information is not available to the public, so that's why it's very important to shop around with an independent broker that understand these companies, that understand their market share, how stable they are financially, and their rate increases, the history of their rate increases. That is the best Medicare supplement plan that you should enroll in. And you definitely, like I said, do not want to go after that shiny object, meaning that this company has a very low rate. I'm going to go with this company and they've been in the market for less than 5 years. And once you're enrolled with them, the rate jacks up because they can't keep up. They don't have that many Medicare supplement individuals on their plan because they're pretty new. So yeah, do not go after the shiny object. Do not go for a Medicare supplement company that has the lowest rate, and that's the only reason you're going is because the lowest rate. You want to look at all of the other factors that we talked about in today's video. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you learned something new today. If you like the video, please give it a like. And if you know anyone that needs this information, please share this video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below and I'll be more than happy to answer your question. If you need any assistance, give our office a call. We'll be more than happy to assist you. At the end of today's video, there are 2 videos that you can also watch. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to see me again, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.